We are again in the workshop here in North London, and we have a Ford Transit Custom with a 2-liter engine. And I want to talk about the models built after 2017 2-liter diesel engine. A serviceable component, which is this timing belt, wet timing belt. Why is it called wet? It's called wet because it's running in an oil surroundings. Now, this particular component, when those vans came on the road originally, it's been advised that has to be replaced every 150,000 miles or 10 years. Since last year, the service interval has been dropped to 100,000 miles and 6 years. Why? Because those belts, they were failing at such a high rate much sooner than expected. We even seen them failing soon. Some of the vans, they even had recalls to have them in checked because the belts, they were breaking down like 20, 30,000 miles. So it was probably at some point a batch of belts that were very bad. However, 150,000 miles, it's no longer advised by Ford. We strongly suggest to have them serviced even earlier. But let me show you exactly how it looks, the belt on its surroundings. So you need to strip the front end, the headlight, to access, and here is where the belt is located. In here there's a cover that goes on top. Here's a belt. In here runs the tensioner, but all this mechanism is covered by oil. It runs by oil, so that's why this is called a wet belt. What are the components you have to replace when you do this particular one? First of all is this cover that I said goes on top, because this cover is a metallic cover and is sealed with silicone. Now when you try to take this one off, it gets distorted, it's no longer straight, and you have to replace it. On top of that, obviously the drive belts, because they also wear out, all make sense to have to be replaced at the same time. So we have all new components, the genuine crankshaft bolt, belt, and the tensioner. It's not worth leaving anything out because it's quite a comprehensive job. Make sure that it's done once and done right. So very important. If the timing belt fails on those engines, I think it makes the process about 3 or 4 times more expensive, and I'll show you why. Because if the belt goes, the camshaft assembly have to be replaced. The injectors have to be removed in order to do that. Sometimes the injector gets seized up in the head, and they also have to be replaced. So it's easily to say, and on top, valves might fail, or rocker arms, or hydraulic lifter. So easily 3 times more expensive. Job like this, we estimate it around £1,000 plus the VAT, parts, and labor. If the belt fails, it's going to be about 3 to 4 times more. Very important. 80 to 90,000 miles, we strongly advise to have it replaced to be in a safe side. Take in consideration sometimes even the servicing, because a vehicle that is not serviced is also going to affect the life of the belt. But service the transit regularly and have the belt replaced. 80 to 90,000 miles will keep it safe and sound on road.